Hello, everyone. This is Alan Kira Carter, aka Dr. Thump Therapeutic, and welcome to my crappie tackle box. Guys, this hook on this bait is a phenomenal hook. I've been using this hook over 5 years now since I first heard about it. And my buddy, he used to call me when he got his mystery tackle box, and we go through it. And one day he handed me, he said, man, look at these funky looking hooks. But they were drop shot hooks. And the moment I looked at that hook, I am telling you, love at first sight, because I knew exactly what I was looking at. Being an angler over 50 years, man, dude, you could not, unless you missed something along the way, miss the immensity of this hook just by looking at it. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my Lord, who created this hook? Who invented this hook? And I am telling you, the 5 plus years that I've used this hook, I have had nothing but success. Because, and it sounds like a stretch, it sounds like an over exaggeration, but I'm telling you by experience, this hook, I don't lose fish with this hook. Granted, you're going to miss some because they're not going to always bite it just right. But you do not lose fish with this hook. That's just how it is. And that's seriously my experience. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you like it is. This hook outshines any hook I've ever used, period. Now, the sickle hook is a pretty good hook for crappie. Yeah, it is. The circle hook is a pretty good hook for catfish. Yes, it is. But this hook, I am telling you, I've actually lost fish on a sickle hook. But bass, crappie, sand bass, yellow bass, whatever bass, I have not lost anything on this hook. That's just how it is, guys. But you're going to have your own experience to know exactly what I'm talking about, because the experience is its own best teacher. There's evidence in experience. Because when you say you experience something with a certain thing or a certain person, man, that's law. That's straight up law. Because your experience know exactly what you experience, providing you're an honest person. Because people be lying through their teeth sometimes, I'm telling you right now. But here's my thing. I'm not going to assume you're lying. I'm just going to have my experience. Just let my experience see what I come up with. Yeah. I'm going to spend my time and studying and investigating and doing my homework and researching, searching and researching if necessary. Because I need to experience what you experienced. So if I get my experience in, then I can say yay or nay. Well, you know what, man? Yeah, you was right. Or no, man, you was straight up wrong, bro, because here's why. Because if I'm going to say you're wrong about a thing, I'm going to give you a reason why you're wrong. I'm not just going to say, ooh, you wrong. No, that ain't right. That's not honorable. That's dishonorable. You want to be technical about it. So when I get this hook, when I get this hook out here, because it's top water season for bass, yeah, it's going to be plop out the plop out with this whopper plopper. Because I'm going to be plopping them right out the water. That's right. You wait till I get out there. Yeah, you wait for part 2 and see what we do. That's right. Because I'm sure finna go get him and come back with him. You better believe that, baby. Yes, sir. Woo-hoo. So, I'm going to get out here with this thing and put it to work. And hats off to Mr. Larry Davidson for creating a phenomenal hook. When I say phenomenal, that's phenomenal. This is a phenomenal hook. And I love it. I do, man. I do. Loved it so much I invested in the company. Yes, I did. That was when I was doing good anyway, because I ain't doing too good right now. But praise God, I still got my mind and my health and my legs to walk on. Woo-hoo, dog. Amen, Lord. But I'm going to go out here today because I got to go and service someone who has COVID. And when I'm done with that young lady, I'm going to go straight to White Rock Spillway and put this puppy to work, because I'm going to tell you, there are so many shad at White Rock Spillway that it is unreal. And so many, I mean, these shad, man, you can use these to, man, just jig with or whatever. There are shad, and that, I'm going to tell you, look at my middle finger. You see how big my middle finger is? I got a really big size 13 middle finger. There are some ghost minnows that's about as big as my middle finger. Yeah, and I do wear a size 13 ring. That I do. But man, ooh, I caught a gar yesterday. Well, he kind of plopped off after about 5 minutes of fighting. I was hoping that he would, because I didn't want to mess with him. But that's some good eating fish. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that's trash fish. They think drum is a trash fish. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's what I believed until I tried it for myself. Because gar and drum, those are predator fish. And they are good eating fish. And some people won't even have them in their boat and let known on their hook. But I'm serious. You need to be trying to give them kind of fish a chance, because they are good eating fish. Just have to try them and see. Some people say, yeah, I tried them, but they just didn't taste right. Yeah, your mind was probably stuck on what that lie somebody told you, that manipulation somebody manipulated you with. That's probably what that is. Calm down, take a breather, cook that fish, season it up good, and then taste it. Forget about what somebody else told you, because I'm gonna tell you, man, that's influence is a strong thing, positive or negative. Influence is so strong. So you got to be real careful about what people say, and take that hearsay, throw it right in the trash. Yep. So when somebody tell me, man, you know that gar ain't no good, that drum ain't no good, what I do, I say, okay, I'm gonna catch one, and I'm gonna clean it up and fillet it up, season it up and fry it up and serve it up and see what I get. So that'll be your best bet. Stop listening to what everybody else said, because I'm going to tell you, man, my dad, we used to catch gar back in the day, and we used to just catch them and kill them and throw them up on the bank, because somebody told us they were trash fish. And this older guy came down one day and he said, man, y'all going to keep these fish? We're like, no, man, we don't want these trash fish. We want these fish. They ain't no good. So he said, meet me down here the next day and I'm going to show y'all something. That's exactly what that man said. So we get down there the next day. Oh boy, I already had the fire going, and me and my dad started fishing, and I caught one. It was either me or my dad. It was a long time ago, such a long time ago. Man, I miss my dad. But one of us caught a gar, and I walked over to where the guy was cleaning it at, and watched him. And he took a towel and wrapped it around the snout of that fish, and he beat it against a tree. I said, what you doing that for? He said, I'm loosening up the meat from the shell. I said, okay. So he took a heavy knife, a sharp, very sharp knife, and stuck it behind his head and went all the way down that fish's back, while he was holding the mouth with that rag or towel he was using it so it wouldn't slip out his hand, or the teeth stick him in his fingers or in his hand. And I was like, golly, man. So I'm looking, and he stuck his hand off in there and scraped the rest of the meat off the shell and cut it down at the end and pulled that meat out of there. And he rinsed it off real good. chopped it up in steaks, seasoned it up, and put it in that hot grease. Man, I am telling you, my taste buds went crazy for that fish. And for the drum, I was a kid, younger. I was younger than what I was with my dad when we was out there messing with those gar. I went out to the lake, because the lake was real close to our house in Dallas. Bear Creek Lake, or Blue Lake, or Rochester Park Lake, Bear Creek, or whatever you want to call it. But I went out there one day, and I caught a drum, and I brought it home. And and my auntie was in the house. It was just her. Everybody else was out and about. And I said, "Oh, auntie, look! I caught this drum. I caught this fish. I didn't know what it was. I caught this fish." So she took it in the kitchen and cleaned it up and seasoned it up and put some garlic powder on it. And I am telling you, my auntie, woo, doggy boy, she did something with that drum. And that fish was so good, and boy, I am telling you, it was, man. She did something with that fish. I miss my auntie too. Yeah, she's passed away too. But yeah, man, I've had some great times fishing, and I learned later on to not to be so influenced by what everybody else say, but try it for yourself and get your own experience. And that's what I encourage you to do with this hook. Get your own experience. Yep, that's what I encourage you to do. Get your own experience, because that's what it's going to tell you. Ultimately, going to tell you, hey man, it's a great hook. Oh, hey man, it's a sorry hook. Your experience is going to let you know. But again, hats off to Mr. Larry Davidson. I affectionately call him Pops. He lives up in Massachusetts area. Yeah, man. God bless that man with the invention of this hook, boy. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, guys, look for some videos. I'm sure going to put this thing to work. As soon as I'm done servicing this young lady who has COVID, I'm going to go get it and come on back with it. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. Again, welcome to my Crappie Tackle Box. This is Dr. Thump Therapeutic signing off. Peace out.